Welcome to Red and Black TV. I'm your host, Stas, co-host Banana, panel heads Azza and Boz. And today we've got a very special guest. We've got Western Sydney Wanderers captain, Rhys Williams. Welcome to the show, buddy. How you doing?
Hello, fellas. Thank you very much for having me. It's a privilege.
Beautiful.
Absolutely. All right, so we've got quite a few questions to get through, so we'll get straight into it. Rhys, how does it feel being back in Australia after a 3-year stint in Saudi Arabia? Obviously, you've been away for quite a while. How does it feel being back?
Amazing, to be honest. You know, I didn't have any plans to come back in the first place. Obviously, it's messed up a lot of things worldwide, and yeah, so the opportunity came up to come home, and you know, I had a couple of offers here and there, but as soon as this club came knocking, and I spoke to the gaffer, and obviously I know the size of the club and you guys in the fan base, it was a no-brainer, you know.
Beautiful.
Great. Absolutely. So do you feel that yourself and the lads have had a decent pre-season? Like, has the preparation been good enough for the upcoming season? Do you think you're ready in regards to that?
I don't think it's long enough, do you? It's been, you know what, it's been crazy, but it's been crazy, right? But you just have to take it how it is. You know, you take the positives out of it. You know, I've got to know the place, the area, the players, the team, the manager, what he wants, what we want to do, what we want to achieve. And we've been able to nail it into everyone. You know, everyone comes in with different mentalities, different goals, what they want to achieve. And now we're all on the same page. And you know what, we just, it feels like it's been quick, but we all know it's been long, and we just can't wait to get going now on Saturday.
I can say something. Like, I was at the fan forum, and you guys, I don't know, I just got the sense that you're more of a brotherhood with this squad. Is that what, do you agree with that? Like, it's a lot, like, it seems like there's a lot of banter within the boys. Like,
oh, amazing! Yeah, you've just given me goosebumps there, mate.
No, but
it's honestly, yeah, and for you to actually see that from outside that inner circle, it makes me feel good. It makes the team feel good, and yeah, they've recruited well. I'm not take me out of it, you know. I've never want to talk about myself, but the boys that he's brought in up top, you know, Dimitri Petrados, Terry Antonis, Tom Ahmed, Rami Nazarene, Johnny Katrumbas, they've all just slotted in. I've been here 4 months. I feel like I've been here 10 years, and I'm sure the boys will say the same. And it's such a great club, and I hope now we've finally, after so long, look, I can't comment, I wasn't here, but after a few years of not where you want to be, hopefully now we've got the squad and we've got no excuses to get where we want to be.
Absolutely. I'll go into another question here, Rhys. What are your thoughts on the lads' FFA Cup performance?
Job done, to be honest. They're banana skins, you know. We're expected to win. So if you win, yeah, you're expected to win. If you lose, you're the worst team in the A-League. So they're potential banana skins, but I feel as though we didn't give them much. It was also difficult because they're up for it. You know, some of them, with all due respect, it's the biggest game they've ever played, and, you know, a lot of young boys there. So they give it everything, you know, and we just needed to be mindful. We know, out of respect, we were the better side. We just needed to do our jobs and be professional about it. And I think you'll agree with me on the night. We should have been a few more up, but it was really comfortable and it was a good hit out.
From what I noticed in that fixture, it looks like the defensive line was quite compact, man, and it looked like he's actually clicked, man, back there, man. You look very tidy at the back in the back line.
I'm the talker and I tell them what to do, so they're good listeners.
Yeah, that's one thing I seen. I seen your whole game. Me and Malta were at the game, and I was watching. First thing I said, first 5 minutes in, I seen you barking your orders around. Okay, we haven't had that for a few years now. Like, we've had backs and all that, but no one to boss them around at the back, tell them what to do. I seen you doing the little sneaky ones while the ball's going this way. You're doing a little sneaky on the side, pulling a player there. That's the good stuff we want to see, brother.
No, I think we all need to pull in the same way, and if I can help them as much as I can, then it makes my job easier. You know, the older you get, the more experience you get, obviously, and the more I can try and help. I've got a young Johnny Katumbas next to me who is going to have an unbelievable season. He's been absolutely on fire, and to keep a player like Ziggy out the team for that game, he must be doing something well. So he's clicked really well, and we've got a lot of competition everywhere, and that obviously that breeds competition, and breeds the will to win and to keep your spot. And we're doing that nicely right now.
How's Ogawa coming along? Is that how you say his last name? The Japanese bloke, is he impressive?
Yeah, definitely. It's always difficult coming to a new country. I don't think he's ever left Japan, but he's slotted in so nicely. You've seen everyone's saying about Keji's debut the other night, but if you look at the team, there was about 8 debuts that night as well. But because he's the newest one, it seemed like he was the only one. But you look at the side, you got Thomas in goal, Adama, myself, Johnny Katumbas, Terry Antonis, Dimmy, Rami, young Rocky as well, Alex Badlodo. So you think about the debuts in that game to start, and then the players off the bench as well. You think it's a whole new team. It's a whole new team, yeah. So it's they're like gone back to pre-season. It's been good to have so long because we've settled with each other. We get to know each other, and we get to find out pluses and minuses, and we work to our strengths.
Absolutely. Another quick question. How does it feel being given the captaincy by Carl Robertson? Is it something you put your hand up for? Was it a role you wanted to take on board? Like, how did it all unfold?
All of the above, really. I feel like I've been fairly successful in this league in the short time I've been here. In my career, I've always sort of stepped up to be the leader at every club I've been at, and yeah, I put my hand up before I came. I want to be the leader. I want to lead the boys. I feel like I know I respect everyone in the team exactly the same. No matter if you're 34 or you're 16 coming through. I get along with everyone, and I put my hand up for it. And also, it's a challenge. I want this club to be back where it is, and back where it should be. Sorry, and the gaffer must have seen that as well. But you look at the team, and there's a lot of players who could put their hand up for it, and I'm sure they did. And it's a privilege to be picked. And you've seen me talk in the press conference the other day as well. I'm not here to enjoy it. I'm here to win, and that's what I'm trying to breed in the squad.
Leadership, I like it, man. I love it.
Rhys, you obviously, just on that topic, you obviously did captain Middlesbrough, but you obviously were much younger at that stage of your career.
Be careful with the much younger. I was younger, yeah, but not much. No, it was a long time ago.
Now, is there much difference between leading an EPL side and now here home an A-League side? Is there different pressures there, or is it pretty much the same responsibilities?
Do you know what? It's a really good question, because at the age, I think I was 24, 25, I don't think I really appreciated it or knew what it entailed to be the leader. I wasn't never really a talker. I was more of an action man. I want people to follow me for my actions. And the older you get, the older you realize you need everyone around you to do the same. So if I can give someone a kick, a push, whatever it needs, and this is part and parcel of knowing each player of what they need. I can have a pop at some people because I know they react to that well. Some players I don't talk to, and then some players you got to put an arm around. And I think that's what you learn over the years. At such a young age, captaining such a big side, there was a lot of pressure, but I don't think I realized just how lucky I was to captain that. Yeah. Now I do know how lucky I am, and I'm taking it all in my stride. And to be honest, I'm milking it because I absolutely love being captain of this club already.
Yeah.
Quality. Considering the Wanderers have been pretty busy, like in the transfer market, as we spoke about before, do you feel like the chemistry and the cohesion's already started to build amongst the squad with the players?
Yeah, massively. You go back to this long pre-season, we keep going back to it. You have to take the positives out of it. And the positives are we've worked hard together. We've been on our knees together already. The first 2 months of pre-seasons, it's dog shit, like it really is. It's so hard. And this is when you learn about people, and you know what? I take my hat off to the boys. You know, they've been unbelievable, and to get to know them, to get to be with them. We've had a team lunch out as well, which was nice to be together outside of the club. You know, out of different surroundings, and yeah, you go back to what you said before about the brotherhood, and it just feels like that. We all want to fight for each other. We know what we want to achieve this year, and I think you've heard me say the only way we're going to achieve that is with you guys. You guys have been there since day one, and I'll never say anything different. But we need everyone to pull in the same direction. Use us, the media, everyone around that club, the groundsmen even. You know, it's all the 1%ers that build this big, build this club to make us stronger and stronger. Strength in numbers, really, isn't it? If you look at it, and you know the reputations you've got, how good you are, your reputation all around the country, probably bits and pieces around the world as well. And you got to take your hat off to that. You pat yourselves on the back because it's brilliant. But now we want you again to go again, and that will just, and that gives us no reason not to achieve anything we set our hearts to this year, all of us. And which comes to my next question. What do you want us to achieve this year? What do you think's realistic? I want to know from you. Turning the tables now, boys.
From me, you're going to get straight to the top of that. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to be anywhere else.
Rhys, you know what?
Good.
There's been a pattern over the last couple of years, you know. As fans, obviously pre-season, there's a lot of hype. You know, our expectations are high. Comes end of the season, mate, we're just so disappointed with where we are on the ladder. So, you know, it's been about 5 years now where it's just been a bit of a heartbreak and a letdown. So I think we're
I agree.
We're at a stage now that, you know, we don't know whether to, you know, obviously raise the bar high with our expectations or just, you know, hope for a top 8 finish at the moment. But so it's pretty much that's where we stand as fans at the moment. We don't know whether we should aim for a top 4 finish or a top 8 finish, or, you know. So after 5 years, Rhys, of not playing any finals footy, it's a bit hard. You know what I mean, mate?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Does it feel any different this year, or does it just sound like the same words, or is it? Can you feel a little bit? You know, like it's just, you know, that little bit of hope, that extra hope this year.
I think
you smell it, I reckon.
It is a little bit different, eh? Like, without sucking up, I think like you actually coming out and actually like speaking the way you are, it's like, and even having Nogakovic and Bacchus there, like how they broke a window, or that sort of story. It does seem like there's a little bit more happiness, I guess, a little bit more. Yeah, it just seems a little, like even Robertson was saying the right things, like understanding Western Sydney. I think that's massive. Like, you know, the forum when the old bloke got up and started speaking about understanding this area. I think all that adds to like the positivity about like where we're going to finish this year. I think we need top 6 for sure, man. I think we need finals, eh? We need finals.
Well, of course. Yeah, for me, just making finals wouldn't be good enough, and that's from the bottom of my heart. I'm not just speaking to you like this. You've heard me talk already. We want to win this. You know, we're going for it, and anything else, I think at the end of the season is a letdown. You know, you look at the squad, you look at the recruitment, you look at you guys, you look at the training ground, you look at the stadium. It's the best stadium in the league, the best fans in the league, and ultimately now you've done your job for the last 10 years. But we haven't for the last few years, and that's where we need to step up. And we know this year, we've spoke about this, and I'll go back to preseason again. We've had this time to instill all this shit in our heads that we want to win. You know, every game we want to win, and if we will get beat, but when we do get beat, it won't be from someone working harder than us. You know, and that's something we do promise. You know, we'll give our everything. We are good enough. We've been working. We've got no reason not to win it. I don't think anyone's came to me with a reason saying you can't do it because of this.
I think, Rhys, just on that, what that does is it magnifies our game this weekend, because if we can get a result round 1 against our rivals, mate, fans might turn around and say, you know what, this season might be different to the last 5 seasons. So I think if we can get some early results in our season, I think that a bit of momentum will start there. And like you said, when you ask, does it feel a bit different this season? I think if we can get a few wins early on, I think fans might say, wait a second, we're building something here that we might be proud of this year.
Yeah,
So,
and can I stop you there as well? Because didn't last year you win 3 in a row at the start?
yeah.
So maybe we'll try it the other way this year and we'll see how we go.
So don't let this come back. No, don't think about that. What's wrong with you?
No, just joking. This is the live that we're just having a chat, aren't we? No, I'm just joking.
Well,
But I agree. Like, you know, we set our standards, you know, and it's always, because this league is short, the best possible start breeds confidence. And yeah, we're in it to win it. You know, we want every game. We want the cup. We want the grand final. We want the league. We want everything. And why not? So they're what we're striving to, and there's nothing stopping us. Like I said, if everyone pulls in the same direction, then we'll give ourselves the biggest chance we can.
Absolutely. Well, how's the dressing room obviously leading up to the derby at the moment? How are the players feeling there? You know, like how's the gaffer? Like, is everyone hyped up? You know what I mean? Like, these are the things that we want to hear right now. Is everyone fired up?
Mate, massively. There's something about this week that gives everyone goosebumps. You know, I've been listening. We eat lunch together every day now, and we've been pumping the music during dinner, and everyone's in a good mood, and we're ready. You know, it's been a long preseason. We're ready to go. I mean, what a better game to do it. You know, there's nothing better. I haven't experienced a Sydney derby, and I get goosebumps thinking about it. Walking out in front of you, is my family there in that stadium. It's unbelievable, you know, and it's something that I know I'll never forget, you know. So yeah, unbelievable mood. I get, it's probably the same mood you're in now. You know, you're always giddy for that first game, and for it to be Sydney, Jesus Christ, there's nothing better than that, is there?
No,
you got a lot of Western Sydney boys in the squad too, eh? Surely they're G'd up for this, like,
Yeah,
hard out.
yeah, exactly, and that's what the gaffer's done, hasn't he? He's brought local boys in who love the area, who love the club, and are just going to give it, you know, that extra 0.5%, whatever it takes, whatever they need to do to get it over the line. You're always playing for your hometown club. It's going to be a big difference because you play with heart, you play with passion, and I can't wait to see them walk out in front of yous. You know, it's their home, and I'm excited. So I can't imagine the local boys.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. Well, considering it's a home derby, obviously, you know, you have that little bit of an extra edge advantage, if you want to put it. How do you feel like actually having the opportunity now to play in front of the RBB? Like, how important is the home end to be fired up, you know, to be that 12th man for you on the pitch?
Do you know what? The amount of stories I've heard about you, the videos I watch on YouTube, the videos my son watches now, and I honestly can't wait. I'm trying to tell my wife, who doesn't have a clue, about how good you are, and I think she's getting sick of me now. I can't. I don't know if any of you seen the video of me walking around the stadium with my family the other day, and it was just it's just a wow factor of being there and thinking, yeah, this is my club, this is my ground, these are going to be my fans, and at the end, hopefully, this will be our trophy. And then I think you can tell by my voice, boys. I just can't wait, to be honest.
I got goosebumps now, bro. That's fucking epic.
Absolutely.
Oh, mate, yeah. Mate, I told you every day I'm getting goosebumps. I haven't slept for 2 weeks.
Rhys, how long have you been rocking the beard for? Tell me.
I was wondering when that was coming. That's called a COVID beard.
Yeah? Don't get rid of it.
It's a good time now. I can't get rid of it now because everyone knows me. Like, everyone knows me as a beard, not even Rhys. So I have to keep it.
You've done all the marketing with the beard, so
yeah, I can't shave it now. It makes me look a bit more aggressive as well, and a bit more scary for the strikers. So I'll have to keep it. Not my baby face with no beard.
Yeah.
Talking a little bit more about the derby, I just want to touch on a little in regards to maybe some of the Sydney FC players that you guys might think might be, you know, a bit dangerous on the pitch on Saturday that we really need to look out for.
I think we all know there's certain players that can make a difference, but also, with all due respect, I know they're our rivals, but you know they've had their game plan for the last 5, 6, 7 years, and they've really done well with it, and they've really made it their own, and it's effective. So with their team at the moment, if they're missing a few players, the players coming in, okay, all due respect, they might not be the same quality-wise, but they all know what they're doing. They all know the game plan. They all know their individual jobs, and it's nice, you know, because even last year I looked at them and I thought they're there to be beaten. And that's my opinion. You know, not being here and watching some games, I think they're there for the taking now. And I think it comes a time where, yes, they've played the same formation for so long, but now people are knowing, they're picking up ways of stopping it.
Yeah.
And also with us, you know, for me, a lot of the time I don't like to focus on the opposition. I like to focus on us, because I believe that if we do our jobs, if we do what we're capable of, then people should be worrying about us. And that's the feeling I get in the league this year. A lot of the media and stuff saying, you know, with these are going to be different times, and you know, and we need that little bit of edge. You know, we need that little bit of like aggressiveness, a bit of arrogance, but also we need people to know we work hard for it. It doesn't get given to us. We work hard, and you know, we want Sydney to be worried, and I'm sure they are. If you look at our squad now and everything, it's, you know, like we're a team of stars, really. So we've got no excuses. So back to your question about Sydney, I want them to worry about us. We know if we do our jobs, we'll beat anyone.
Have you, just on that, Rhys, has the gaffer shown you much footage of FC, or is it something you guys already know what to expect? How does that work at that level?
Yeah, a bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of both. You know, we all know what Sydney's good at, what they do. You know, the wingers come inside, they try to get it to Ninkovic, they try to get it to Ryan Grant down the wings, and yeah, we know all that. We've watched videos, we've been through it. We've set up our second team to play against the starting team to mimic what they do and how they rotate and who runs here if they do that, who does this. So you know, there's no stone unturned.
Yeah.
Oh, so sorry, that's my daughter. She did well for a time there, didn't she?
Well, then
yes. Go on, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, go for it, Rhys.
No, it's all right. It's all right. Just back to we do have a lot, and we leave no stone unturned, and we're ready. You know, there's nothing more we need to do except for turn up and win the game.
Beautiful, man.
All right, so we might as well just go into predictions off the bat here. All right. Hold on, we'll end with Rhys, okay? So we'll go Azza, Boz, Banana, myself, and then we'll finish on Rhys. Let's go scoreline predictions.
I feel slack now because I already said I predict 2-2.
Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I said
get this guy out of here, man.
I said Sydney are going to score 2 early goals and then we'll come back and finish strong. That's all right.
I see a 2-1 victory. Petrados with the goal on debut at home.
Banana?
I went for a 3-1. I actually went for you to score a goal off a header corner.
Yeah.
And for I think a Hammer to score one. And I went for Petrados to seal it off 3-1.
Oh, well, I'm not going to be as stupid as Malta because I was on another podcast last night and I said something else. But now after talking to Rhys, I've changed my prediction. And I'm thinking a 2-1 win, to be honest. All right.
So what was yours last night?
I'm with Boz. I reckon Dimmy.
What was yours last night?
What was yours last night, Stas?
Oh, no, I don't need to mention now.
We're all friends here. Come on.
Come on.
Well, the dumb can win for a loss. That's what he went for.
Yeah, probably,
pretty much.
Unbelievable.
Rhys, what are your predictions?
It just shows us you've done a good job, Rhys.
Yeah.
Trying to change our views on.
Do you know what? I don't care how many we win by as long as I don't care how many we win by as long as we don't concede.
Absolutely.
That too,
Yeah.
So I'll take a 1-0, take a 2-0, 3-0. As long as we don't concede, that's my hate when we concede. It pisses me off.
I used to play as a defender as well. Is that something you've always had throughout your career? You just hate conceding?
Oh my God, it cooks me so bad. We could be winning 5-0, and if we concede, that's the one thing I'll think about while I'm trying to get to sleep that night. Why the fuck did we concede that shitty goal? Oh man, it cooks me.
Before we end it, do you have any message for all our supporters or anything like that? You want to tell them before?
Yeah, of course. Firstly, I want to say thank you for being so welcoming to not only me, but all the new boys. We feel at home, we feel comfortable, we feel ready, we feel loved. Oh, hold on, my daughter wants some Pringles.
Nice.
Okay, go.
My daughter hasn't come in.
Yeah, we feel loved. We feel like we've got a lot to give, and we know what this city deserves. We know what this club deserves, and we'll do everything in our power to make it right. And like I said, there is going to be times when we do lose. So when we lose, just know that we lost not from effort. You know, and that's the one thing we're trying to get across. Every team loses, but like it won't be from effort. It won't be. You'll see us give 110% every game, and you'll see us fight into the end. And I think that's the brotherhood that you've mentioned, and with yourselves in the stadium. It's the mentality we're trying to achieve here at the club. Again, not new, but we're trying to bring it back. And we'll never forget what you have achieved, because you should hold your head up high for what you've achieved. It's been unbelievable. But we're trying to bring them back. And that's our job now, to do that, not only for you, the fans, but for ourselves and each other, and for our families. Ultimately, we want to make you all proud, and that's the way we look at it.
100%. All right, well, that was fucking beautiful, man. Yeah, you've revved me up, Rhys. I'm sure everyone else is going to be revved up after watching this. So
I'll just tell you something real short with our fan base, mate. We're a fan base where if we do see that effort and that hunger, mate, we'll be in that stadium, mate. We'll travel all around the country for you guys. So I'm very excited. Go on, Rhys.
No, finish off. I'm just going to say, like, we know how good you are. We would love for you to follow us everywhere. But also that comes from us giving you something to follow.
Absolutely. You know, I'm excited. I know the boys are excited. Everyone, all our fans are excited, mate. I can't wait, mate, to get stuck in. Really.
Oh, tell me about it, mate. Tell me about it. I'm like a little kid in a freaking candy shop. I just can't wait to go.
All right, boys, have you got anything else you wanted to ask Rhys before we wrap it up?
Just quickly, I know we have a lot of young fans, Rhys, and especially if the Western Sydney geographically, in terms of community sports, there's a lot of young kids that do play soccer at a young age at club level. Now, you did go overseas at a young age at 14 years old, Rhys, if I can remember right. Do you have any advice for those young kids out from the West who have those dreams, ambitions? What were your challenges going overseas at such a young age, and how did you overcome them?
The one thing I would say is every professional footballer is different.
Yep.
Okay, they shouldn't feel like they need to go once they hit 15, 16, they have to go, otherwise it's over. It doesn't work like that. You look at Jamie Vardy, who didn't play professional till he was old. You know, he got knocked back a few times, and now he's scoring goals in the Premier League and for England. And, you know, so my only advice is there's no need to rush anything, and just make sure you enjoy it, because what's the point of doing something if you don't enjoy it? Obviously, if you enjoy it, you're going to give it more. If you don't enjoy it and you're just doing it for the sake of it, then what's the point? You know, life's tough. So you have to be happy with what you're doing. And I think that's what it is, you know, enjoy it. Don't be pushed into it. Do it if you want to do it. Go as far as you want. Dream high, dream big, and just keep plugging away.
Awesome, man.
Really.
There you go.
Rhys, it's been a pleasure to have you on board, man, for today's podcast. Yeah, thank you very much, man.
Legend, Rhys.
Thank you, fellas. I really appreciate you having me on. And like I said, I'd rather be with you having a barbecue like you set up and stuff like that. So I apologize for that. But I'm up for doing it again, definitely. So anytime, you've got my number now, Christos, so just give us a ring whenever you need. And we can go from there.
Lovely.
All right, mate. Take care and fire up.
Cheers, bro.
Oh, okay. Sorry, boys. I've got you here for a second.
Yeah.
Right. So we're going to pick a song for the game. We've got a song that the boys have half chosen, which we really like at the moment. And I just want to run it by you to see what you think.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
So
Sing
you know
it.
the song. I can't sing. You know the song "Freed from Desire"?
I love it.
Do you like it?
I
Yeah.
don't even know it.
I've heard it, yeah.
So remember, you know the Will Grigg? Will Grigg's on fire.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one.
right.
Yeah.
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 I love it.
All right,
Yeah,
not
so we're
bad.
thinking about doing that, and we've came to we're trying to work it out as a team. But that one seems good because everyone knows it. Once it pops on, everyone's had a few beers, everyone's happy. Oh, what a song! Get us right in the mood. So I just thought I'd run that by you to see what you think.
What would the lyrics be, Rhys?
Yeah, I don't know. Rodwell's on. Rodwell's on fire.
We forgot about him. Oh, I keep forgetting his name to Blake.
Yeah. Rodwell's on fire. That'll do.
Hey.
Absolutely.
Sounds great. Sounds good, mate. Sounds good.
Beautiful. No, thank you very much, guys. And I look forward to seeing you again, and I'll see you on Saturday.
All right, mate.
Yeah.
Cheers, buddy.
Take care, fellas. Bye bye.